right, here we go. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you are in this world, I'm Arsenio Caldwell, also known as DJ Unity. I have with me my little brother, former Alabama Crimson Tide, Roll Tide, for all y'all that don't know, Center 59. Say hello to the community, Antoine Caldwell. Tell him who he is.
I appreciate it. Appreciate the intro as always, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Nothing more, nothing much, brother. Today, y'all, the last interview we had, Alabama kind of let us down. But my thing is, they were still, in my opinion, they were still trying to find themselves. What you think, bro? I'm gonna let you elaborate on that.
Yeah, I think so. It definitely was a little bit of a letdown. But, it was definitely some positives too that came out of the game. I think, it wasn't the result that we wanted, but
Yeah.
I do think we found out a little bit about our team and and that's why I think this, I know we're gonna get into it, but I think this weekend is very interesting. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of my thoughts.
Y'all heard it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we back with another interview. Little brother, I want to ask about what's your thoughts now? After they done played a couple of games. What's your thoughts now on first Jaylen Moro, then tell me a little bit about that old line, because you are the offensive line yourself. So you can tell me. Break it down to us.
Yeah.
Coach Caldwell. Coach Caldwell in the building.
Well, yeah. Well, since it's you, I'll have to be honest. So I'll give you the real deal. Well, backing up to when we did it, I think that was the Texas game.
Yeah.
Coming out of that game, definitely I saw some things that I didn't like. I thought the offensive line and really both sides of the ball, the O line and the D line, did not play well.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, it was a little bit discouraging kind of seeing how we played in that game, knowing it was a big game. We still had plenty of opportunities to win the game. And then specifically, talking about Jaylen Moro, I think he took a lot of I think unnecessary blame in that game. Now, did he make some critical errors and mistakes in that game? Yes, he did. He threw 2 interceptions, and one I think they returned it for a touchdown or whatever. But we still had opportunities in that game and took the lead in the game late.
Yep.
So I think a lot of people kind of don't realize that, and kind of fast forward into the South Florida game, which I think obviously we all know was a horrible game for us. I didn't agree with, again, since it's you, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with them sitting Jaylen Moro. They benched him for that game, and I didn't necessarily agree with that. And everybody sees why I didn't agree with that. We had 2 guys that came in the game that didn't play well at all, and I think one of them really wasn't even ready to play. So, I think that's what, that was a little bit tough. But fast forward a little bit to last week is when I really feel like we have turned the corner a little bit. I've been impressed with how Miro has bounced back. I've been impressed with how our offensive line is starting to play a little bit better. I think last week was probably our best game that we played, up front and on the defensive line, which to me has been where the concern has been. We needed to play better on the offensive line and the defensive line. So, if we're not playing well up front, nothing matters, even at quarterback. No matter who the quarterback is, you gotta do that up front. So that's kind of been my thoughts up to this point.
Yeah, y'all heard him. Now, brother, to you, so you pretty much saying how to you see any potential, see Bama at Bama, people used to Bama just being like you said on the last interview, you said that, there's a lot more competition out there now. Folks used to Bama just being, blow out everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just straight blowout. You see any, like, from what you seen, any shining, stars like yourself? I know you're gonna talk about yourself because you're humble like that. But I can see it. I'm your big brother. You see any shining stars like you out there? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think, yeah. I mean, I do see. I think we're just young. I think we're team, especially up front. This might be the youngest offensive line we've had in the last 10 or 15 years.
Yeah.
And like I've been telling a lot of people I talk to, I would put the offensive line in the same category as I put Jaylen Moro.
Yeah.
These are young players. They need to play. They need
Yeah.
to play to get better. And unfortunately, what I've said about Milrow, and I mean the same with the offensive line, you're going to go through growing pains because the only way they can get better is they have to be on the field. And unfortunately, it's going to be a roller coaster at times, but that's also the beauty of it. I feel like if the guys continue to get experience and get exposure and play and play more together, I feel like that's when your team can really gel and the chemistry gets good, and that's when you can kind of turn the corner. So, I've got a lot of faith in, some of our old linemen. I think our receiving group needs to continue to get better. I think the one player I would love to see us play more is, of course, his name is escaping me now, of course, because I'm doing this, but number 84 is our tight end. He's a right rotational player, but I think he's a guy that's a mismatch. He's kind of an X factor for us. So I would like to see him get more involved in the game plan and be a bigger part of the game.
See, another thing, brother. You remember what we said in the last interview? Y'all want to see that last interview? There'll be a link somewhere. I have it somewhere. I don't know where my hat is at, but I have it somewhere. Brother said about Will Anderson, said Nick to calm down. Old Nick came back last game, didn't he, brother?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's the Nick that I'm familiar with. Last game, he blew a gasket on this last game. So, but I can understand it. He's frustrated, and like I said, he's going through the growing pains just like the players are. It's so. But I also know Nick, and I think this is something he loves challenges, right? He loves to be in the middle of watching the team kind of turn the corner, which was the same way he was when we were there. When he first got there in 07 with us, he saw a team that had some talent, but they needed to turn the corner, and he took a lot of pride in getting us over the hump. So again, so my second year, my senior year, obviously that's when we ended up kind of turning the corner, being a good team. So he's in the middle of it again. So he got the opportunity to do the same thing this time.
See, y'all don't realize before 09, when Bama finally won the national championship, my brother played on the team that got Bama back to where they was. This is where they was. They wasn't nowhere near where they needed to be. My brother's senior year, that was the year that we won SEC West, and we got all the way up to the SEC championship. But God darn Tebow, I ain't got no problem with you, Tebow, but you ruined it for my brother. Anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that. That year was the year my brother, Rashad, BJ, and even McElroy and them will tell you about that because they was on the team. That was the year that got Bama back to where they was. Tell them about it, bro.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that was, when sometimes when I go back to campus and I see some other guys that were a little bit younger than me, they always go back to that. Even some of the coaches, they're like, man, that 08 season was the season that kind of gave the program life again. And, I guess so. It was kind of more like a foundational year, but I knew in 07 we struggled, and I knew in 08 we had to kind of get some bad seeds out of there and have everybody buy in. But I knew that season, that 08 season, was going to be a special year. I feel like we had a lot of leadership, like myself and some other guys. You got to have leadership in the right areas, and I feel like we did on that team. Combine that with, we had Julio. He was a true freshman that came in, and Mark Ingram, and so you kind of had a lot of good veteran leadership with a lot of young talent. And that mix was perfect that year, and we ended up having a special year. And like you said, I mean, I love Tebow just like the rest of them. Yeah, man, that's still a tough game sometimes to think about because we're that close, to really going to the championship. But again, I do remember, a lot of the guys being grateful for that 08 season. That's why they kind of were able to turn the corner the next year and get it done.
I got you now. I know y'all like, man, get off the glory years. I am. Calm y'all head down. We're finna get back to the topic. All right. Texas A&M, brother. This game coming up. What do we have to decide what we got to do? As your football take into it, what do we really have to look players we got to look out for in A&M? Talk to me. Break it down.
Man, like I said, since it's you, I'm gonna be very honest, man. I think it's gonna be a tough game. I do. I think it's gonna be a tough game. I mean, you got to think about it. Texas A&M is a hard place to play. Like even when we've had great teams, with Bryce Young at quarterback, we've still gone down there. It's been, I think we lost 2 years ago down there in College Station. I was at the game. I think we lost 2 years ago, and and arguably, Bryce was the best quarterback in the country, and we still struggled a little bit. So I think it can be a tough game. Now here's the silver lining, and where I look at it, instead of glass half empty, I look at it glass half full.
Yeah.
If we can go down there and find a way to get a win, and I don't care if it's a pretty win or ugly win, I don't care how it can be a blowout or we just sneak by last second field goal. This is the type of game that I keep saying that you can turn the corner on the season. That's a pivotal game that can give the team that confidence, especially with a young team. Give that team confidence, and if you end up finding a way to win these type of games, that's when your season does that. You just take off, because now everybody's starting to gel and they believe in each other. So honestly, it's been a while since I've been this excited to see our team go play in a game, because I do think it's a very pivotal game. Now, okay, if we end up losing the game, hey, it's not the end of the world. I know it's gonna feel like that to a lot of people, but look, that's 2 games we dropped, so it ain't the end of the world, and our team's still gonna get better. But if we can find a way to win this game, man, I'm telling you, the sky's the limit. Now, speaking of the game specifically, like you asked, big bro, it's gonna start up front. I've been saying it. It's gonna start with our O-line and D-line, which have been playing better. They are gonna have to stay consistently improving in this game. I think A&M probably has the best defensive line that we've gone up against, I think. So it's gonna be a good test. It's gonna be a good test to kind of see where we at. Are we really getting better like I think we are, or do we take a step back? And that's why I feel like I've been very, very intrigued and excited to watch this game. And we're just going to have to see how it plays out.
Oh yeah, man. Lord willing, geez, I ain't going nowhere. I'll be right there on that couch, bro. I'll be right there on that couch. Hold on. Are you? I might. Are you going, bro? You out there in Texas? So you going to the game, or you just gonna chill?
Yeah. Right now, I plan on being there. I plan on being there. I don't know. I hope I'm not a bad luck charm. Went last two years ago. Well, me and Lilia did, and we didn't end up getting it done. So I don't know. I have to see if I'm a bad luck charm or not. But yeah, right now, I plan on being there.
Y'all heard it now. Because my brother out there in Houston, so he be at the game. So
and you got to remember, I'm surrounded with nothing but Aggies. That's all here in Houston is Aggies. So it'd be my pleasure for us to go down there and get a win. So it'll be great. So yeah. But now I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, bro. I believe you're gonna bring them some good luck, bro. That's why I was wondering if you were gonna go or not. Like I said, if bro going, that might give them some good luck. They know who you are, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think
how about we do this then? If Alabama wins, I was there. If they lose, I was not there. That's how we'll play it. So
I love it. That's it. That's it, bro. That's it. I like that. That's what we're gonna do. Alabama wins. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Any more closing thoughts? What you think, bro? Did we cover everything? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I think for the most part, again, I enjoy doing it, man. Like I said, I just think, I do think it's a big game for us. So, again, I'm excited to kind of see it and watch and see how our team kind of shows. So it'll be good.
I think, bro. This is my little closing thoughts. I think our defense, Alabama defense, has really improved. I mean, them boys, pretty much the reason, because our offense been kind of, like you said, chugging along. Our defense been keeping us in the game lately.
Yeah, no, they definitely have. I think, and I think it starts with the D line. I think we've been getting pressure up front, which early, the first and second games of the year, especially the Texas game. I mean, that was my biggest complaint was, hey, I'm used to having some defensive line that's getting pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah.
And I don't think Quinn Ewers was sacked one time in that game.
He was.
So yeah, exactly. So I mean, I think since then, they've had a reality check and they've started to get back to Alabama football, and that's, hey, we got to win up front. So it ain't gonna be no more important than this Saturday. We're gonna have to do that.
Well, yeah, you have it, folks. That's the game to watch, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna wrap it up. I ain't gonna try to push it no more. But this is, like I said, this is something me and my little brother be doing, trying to get y'all hyped for Alabama, man. And I appreciate you, little brother, doing this. Y'all check my Facebook. Also check my little brother Facebook page. It'll be on there. And I have it on the YouTube channel. And I'm going to try to have it something everywhere. I'm still trying to get this thing out. And also, if y'all want to listen to it, it's going to be on my radio station because I'm going to put it, there'll be a link where y'all can click the radio station and y'all can just listen to it if you want to. You can listen to it or watch it. Either way. But yeah, that's gonna be it, y'all.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like Big Bro said, y'all go check it out. Check it out on the YouTube, radio, however y'all want to listen to it. Enjoy doing it, and hopefully we can do a couple more of these as the season goes on. Big Bro, appreciate it, love you, and we'll hopefully get it done. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, y'all heard it. See y'all.
All right, bro.